The immense power required for the heavy bomber's immediate liftoff is evident in the turbulent wake. 8 engines work.
The shift from ground to air operations begins here. Every piece of equipment is checked and double-checked before takeoff.
The personal equipment for high-altitude flight is complex. It must be fitted precisely to ensure survival at extreme altitudes.
The systematic efficiency of the crew ensures optimal readiness. Gear checks are standard procedure before every deployment. With gear checks complete, the crew ensures a perfect seal on their masks. Concentration is paramount.
Every mission begins with the crucial pre-flight briefing, ensuring the crew is fully prepared for the challenges ahead.
Clad in their flight suits, the crew makes the final walk across the tarmac. This is the moment of quiet preparation before they board the B-52.
With a maximum takeoff weight exceeding 480,000 pounds, the B-52 relies on its 8 engines for this impressive climb.
The crew completes their final boarding procedures, moving from the transport bus to the waiting bomber. Inside the cockpit.
While the B-52 is a marvel of engineering, its continued safety relies heavily on the diligent work of the ground crew.
The mission's success hinges on the seamless coordination of the ground crew. Once the final checks are complete, the pilot takes control, engaging the throttles for departure.
The crew begins the final boarding procedure. Once secured, this strategic bomber will be ready for launch.
Every detail is scrutinized in the briefing room before we move to the tarmac. These external checks are the final safeguard before takeoff.
The crew transitions from the open air of the tarmac into the confined space of the bomber.
The specialized, high-focus work inside the aircraft is evident. With the crew aboard, the pilot guides the heavy bomber onto the runway.
With final checks complete, the massive landing gear rolls forward. The mighty B-52 begins its journey down the taxiway, poised for flight.
In these final moments before departure, the pilot advances the throttle levers, committing the aircraft to flight as the engines spool up for takeoff.
At this critical juncture, the B-52 reaches rotation speed. The pilot initiates the lift, and the aircraft.
The B-52's immense size is evident during taxi. As the pilots accelerate, the sheer power.
As the B-52 begins its climb out, the sheer power of its 8 engines creates a deafening roar, leaving thick.
The specialized main landing gear bogies allow the B-52 to taxi with precision. In the air, its silhouette is truly unique among bombers.
Another powerful tape showcasing the dynamic energy of the B-52. As it rotates and climbs, the dark exhaust trails are clear. As it banks, the bomber reveals its impressive wing structure. Those massive wings and 8 engines are key.
From the serene skies high above the clouds, we move into the nerve center of the mission, where the crew monitors the.
As you can see, we are well above the weather now. With the sunset complete, we've transitioned the cockpit for our nocturnal flight operations.
The bomber's unique vantage point reveals a tapestry of the countryside below. Inside the cockpit, the crew remains.
We are currently cruising at high altitude, well above the weather. The pilot is constantly monitoring the flight system.
As we rise above the clouds, the sheer vastness of the atmosphere becomes apparent, showcasing the powerful silhouette of the aircraft. The focused intensity of night operations under the red light contrasts sharply with the smooth operational controls of the day.
High above the weather, the pilot is visually isolated, yet maintains unwavering focus on the instruments and the horizon. While highly automated, managing the aircraft still requires precise manual procedures, as demonstrated here on the overhead panel.
Below deck, the crew maintains intense focus, meticulously managing the aircraft's systems as we soar above the clouds into the clear blue sky.
Banking high above the clouds, the distinctive silhouette of the aircraft is striking. We are flying with the legendary 69th Bomb Squadron.
The precise control of the throttle is essential for maintaining speed. As you can see, our escort fighters are holding tight formation over the ocean below.
From the cockpit, the tanker approaches steadily. In the rear, the boom operator begins the delicate process of extending the refueling arm. The view from the lower deck is breathtaking.
Up front, the co-pilot diligently verifies the flight path.
The pilots perform administrative checks, while the escorts maintain tight formation over the ocean. This complex equipment allows the crew to detect subtle changes in the environment, ensuring safe passage through low visibility conditions.
As we maneuver through the clear blue sky, a single escort aircraft remains close by in the distance.
At this altitude, the B-52 appears suspended above the weather. We are currently tracking its movement through the upper atmosphere.
Maintaining the mission profile in low light requires intense focus, highlighting the necessity of seamless Allied cooperation as dawn breaks.
The jets maintain a tight formation near the bomber's wing. Inside the cockpit, the pilots display intense focus.
Confirm weapon systems engaged.
The escort maintains a tight formation, protecting the bomber's flank.
Flying in close proximity, the fighter jet emphasizes the sheer size of the impressive B-52 as the heavy bomber banks against the white sky.
The mission now complete, the aircraft transitions to the return phase, focusing on a safe recovery.
With precision, the specialized fork-style loader elevates the large ordnance, guided by the ground crew towards the bomber's bay.
The ground crew must exercise extreme precision when loading the ordnance.
Hold steady on the lift. Clearance confirmed. Lock it in.
With the heavy-duty clamps engaged, the ordnance is secured to the loading platform. Final diagnostic checks confirm the weapon is ready for deployment.
With a full loadout of weapons secured, the bomber begins a new night cycle, ready for deployment.
Following post-flight checks, the crew ensures every system is primed for the upcoming night sortie.
Fuel systems are nominal, Commander. Switching to internal power.
Few aircraft can match the sheer scale of the Stratofortress. As it passes the F-16, its 185-foot wingspan dominates the tarmac.
Regardless of the weather, the shared operational space here at the airfield remains constantly active.
As the bombers prepare for takeoff, the pilot meticulously advances the throttle, unleashing the full power of the 8 engines.
From the pilot's perspective, this acceleration phase demands absolute focus as the aircraft rapidly gains speed down the runway. With a pronounced cloud of exhaust and the roar of 8 turbofans, the Stratofortress demonstrates the tremendous effort required to achieve flight.
As the B-52 climbs, leaving its signature contrails, it represents the continuous stream of operations.
In the final moments of its ascent, the Stratofortress slices through the cloud layer, reaching its cruising altitude high above the weather.
The persistent escort maintains its position, necessitating constant control adjustments.
The mechanical focus of the cockpit is paramount. We are joined by an international Allied presence, as seen with this Danish Air Force F-16. The complexity of modern flight management requires constant attention, from the pilot's controls to the advanced navigator systems.
The radar system is crucial for maintaining situational awareness, especially during approach. As you can see, the base is now in sight.
At this altitude, the distinct white contrails are unmistakable. We were soon joined by an escort from a third.
This is the Saab JAS-39 Gripen, an exceptional piece of engineering and a testament to our international cooperation in the skies.
The modernized systems provide an unprecedented level of high-tech operational awareness.
As the aircraft makes its final approach through the darkness, the navigation team utilizes the radar to confirm the target cluster below.
The final moments of the mission are underscored by the continuous presence of Allied protection.